Providing support! It's within reach! Attack! Let us commence with an all-out attack! Understood. The enemy! Providing support! It summoned another shadow! Persona! You can't attack it when it's hovering. Providing support!
Here's a chance. Let's get him! Get back here, you son of a...
Persona! Igus has taken heavy damage.
Persona!
Providing support.
Persona!
I've been waiting for this. Well, I guess that's one way to go.
Check this out!
The enemy! Providing support.
Here!
What? It just attacked its ally?
Persona!
I'm worried about Akihiko Senpai.